It is 11:14 on a Sunday night, and you are staring at the ceiling in the dark. You aren't looking at the paint, you're looking at an invisible spreadsheet. The numbers are the same ones you ran last Sunday and the Sunday before that. Mortgage, car payments, student loans, groceries. You are trying to find the missing variable, the one that explains why, after 15 years of doing everything right, you are still just treading water. You've reached the income bracket you once dreamed of, yet your bank balance seems allergic to staying full. Every time you get close to a sense of peace, the system sneezes and your progress vanishes. You are not lazy. You are not irresponsible. You are simply caught in a trap designed to look like a career. For most of us, the middle class is no longer a destination. It is a slow-motion financial strangulation. We were sold a story that if we worked hard and combined two incomes, we would be twice as secure. But the data reveals a far darker reality. In 1970, a single income could buy a median-priced home while spending only 25% of that paycheck on housing. Today, that single-income insurance policy is gone. We have activated the emergency backup plan, the second earner, just to maintain the baseline. The two-income household has become the norm, and in doing so, we have burned our margin for error. When both parents are grinding 40 hours a week just to cover the mortgage, there is no one left to catch the family if the primary earner falls. We are running at 100% capacity with no oil in the engine. The math of this trap is brutal. The average mortgage payment in 2025 has hit over $2,300. For the median household, that single bill consumes 43% of their disposable income. The threshold for financial health is 28%. By signing that 30-year deed, you didn't just buy a home, you signed an employment contract you cannot break. You are financially indentured, not because you are weak, but because the math requires it. You cannot leave a job you hate. You cannot take a pay cut for work that matters. You cannot start that business you've been dreaming about for years because every major life decision is now filtered through one silent, terrifying question: can we still cover the mortgage? As we climb the corporate ladder, we expect the pressure to ease, but the system merely recalibrates the weight. Consider the climb from a business analyst to a CEO. At level 1, you're 22, and the chemical smell of your new badge is still fresh. You format charts for rooms you aren't invited to, internalizing patterns of power. By level 4, you are a vice president, managing 140 people, and your net worth crosses the $1 million mark. But you don't feel wealthy, you feel like you haven't moved fast enough. By the time you reach the top, you are moving $6 billion with a 22-minute phone call. But the price of that seat was paid in a currency you didn't know you were spending: privacy, trust, freedom, and human connection. You traded 20 years of your life for a set of relationships and positions, only to realize that the elevator only goes one way. This is the two-income trap in full effect. We are making more money than our grandparents, but our fixed costs have exploded. Housing has doubled. Healthcare has increased 600%. Every extra dollar brought home by a second worker is immediately swallowed by taxes, childcare, and what experts call exhaustion expenses. When both partners work, they lose the time to cook, clean, and manage the home. They pay for convenience, delivery, lawn services, house cleaners, just to survive the week. A $50,000 second income can dwindle to a net contribution of just $2,000 a year after these costs are accounted for. You are away from your children, grinding through traffic for less than $8 a workday. We are living in a bubble, not just of assets, but of expectations. Like monkeys bidding up the price of bananas they never intend to eat, we are bidding up the price of the middle-class dream. We take out loans to buy houses in school districts that have been bid into the stratosphere by other dual-income families doing the exact same thing. It is an arms race where everyone escalated and nobody won. Leverage makes the bubble feel like a breakthrough until the market wiggles. When the price of middle class goes way beyond what it is actually worth, the slightest hiccup, a medical bill, a transmission repair, becomes a budget-ending event. But there is a milestone that changes the physics of this trap. It is the $20,000 rule. It isn't just a number, it is a psychological barrier. $20,000 in truly liquid form converts time into money and money back into time. It covers 3 to 6 months of essentials, turning a job loss into a pivot rather than a panic. It gives you the power to say no to sketchy offers and the selective confidence to walk away from bad deals. Most people aren't chasing yachts, they are chasing the quiet, boring peace of knowing they can cover life while they fix life. The ultimate escape, however, requires a total rejection of the modern blueprint. It requires a one-income foundation. It means structuring your life so your non-negotiable expenses can be covered by a single paycheck. The second income then becomes a weapon for building wealth rather than a leash for maintaining appearances. It means driving past the nice houses you could technically qualify for and resisting the social pressure to spend at 100% of your capacity. It means understanding that debt impairs your cognitive functioning, literally making you less capable of making good decisions. When you eliminate a debt account, the open tab in your brain finally closes and your cognitive performance measurably improves. The mortgage is the last and heaviest tab. When that final payment is made, you don't just lose a bill, you lose a 30-year employment contract. You free up thousands of dollars in real deployable money that can finally be given to compound interest. More importantly, you reclaim your body. Carrying high debt correlates with higher blood pressure and clinical anxiety. When the debt is gone, the refrigerator you'd stopped hearing finally goes quiet. You can take the job with more meaning and less pay. You can start the business that needs 18 months to become profitable. You can finally afford to be human. The system does not notice when you enter, and it will not notice when you leave. It is designed to reward those who stay on the treadmill, running faster and faster toward a finish line that doesn't exist. The trap is not that you don't earn enough, it's that you've traded your flexibility for the appearance of prosperity. Real wealth isn't the title on your badge or the square footage of your home. Real wealth is the ability to wake up on a Tuesday morning and decide that you don't feel like going in, and knowing that nothing will break if you don't. The Sunday night math you've been running in the dark, you don't have to run it forever. But the people who stop running at the earliest aren't the ones who earned the most. They are the ones who understood what their time was actually worth and ran toward the exit on purpose. Because in a world designed to keep you busy, the most radical act of rebellion is to be free.